Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into today's BODB Weekend Forecast. As always, on a Saturday, going to have a look at the charts for the coming week. High pressure is going to be dominating through the course of the week. Probably going to be a very mild week, and also rather cloudy, misty, murky, and foggy. That could be the main concern through this week. A lot of dense fog, especially early on in the week, but there will be a lot of dry weather, so overall not too bad, I don't suppose, for the time of year. Certainly nothing cold or particularly unsettled showing up at this stage for the coming week anyway. Well, before we get on with that, just to say about the ads, there's links to articles on all the pages at Gas Office, have a browse widgets, click through the links if there's any articles that you're interested in, and thanks so much for doing that. There's also video ads on most pages which open up in the content. When you watch them, they'll close back up again, all helping to pay for the website. The websites we're using for the weekend forecast come from theweatheroutlook.com and wetcentre.de. You can find links to both of the websites on the links page. So we'll just start off with the radar picture. Not a great deal going on, but it has been a wet morning across Scotland. Much of that is dying out, though, now. Actually, it will continue to die out through the course of this afternoon. Most other places are dry. Had a lot of mist and low clouds and fog patches through this morning. Much of that is going away now, and it should allow some bright or sunny spells to break through into this afternoon. So here's the synoptic pressure chart. This area of high pressure centred a very, very long way east. It's actually centred, I think it's centred somewhere like Ukraine at 1,045 millibars. Is the dominating factor for our weather, can you believe it? Extends this ridge right way across Europe and just clinging on into the British Isles, and this high pressure will be staying with us through the course of the coming week. The southwesterly winds and the unsettled conditions of the jet stream being pushed off to the north and the north west of the UK, with all of the areas of low pressure in there across Iceland and Greenland. But for us, we're under this ridge of high pressure and will remain so through much of the coming week. So the rain across Scotland with a dying weather front will sort of fizzle out through the course of this afternoon. Probably keep it on a cloud up there, but a few brighter sunny spells could break through by this evening. Elsewhere, we're going to see skies gradually brightening up with a few sunny spells coming through. It's going to be very mild, if not exceptionally mild or warm. Where the sunshine breaks through, we could easily see temperatures widely up to 17 degrees. One or two places possibly going as high as 18 or 19 Celsius today. Not quite record-breaking warmth that we had on Halloween last year, but even so, a very warm Halloween coming up for the time of year once again. But what you're going to find as we go through into this evening, I'm sure a lot of people will be out and about this evening, trick-or-treating or going to Halloween parties, you're going to find that mist will be developing. So a bit of a spooky Halloween perhaps in some places, with mist or fog patches forming quite readily through this evening, and then really thickening up overnight, and much of England and Wales could have dense fog by the time you get through to Sunday morning. So if you're off out and about early on Sunday, particularly if you're driving, do take care. You can see some very dense patches of fog around in places, and the reason is that we're under this area of high pressure. We're under the ridge, very light winds with a moist and humid air mass. It's a perfect recipe for fog to develop. Don't think we'll have quite as much fog across Scotland, but even so, a few patches of mist or fog are possible up there. But it really is down across England and Wales that have the greatest risk of fog tonight. Sunday will start with a lot of dense fog across the country. It can take a long time for some of that fog to go. Most of it will lift up into low cloud and then possibly break to give a few sunny spells. But don't be surprised if here and there fog patches linger on all day, particularly in the prone areas such as the Vale of York, for example. Where the fog lingers, of course, it's going to limit the temperature potential. Again, we're in a very mild, if not warm, air mass, but with lingering fog, it will have an impact on the temperature. So under any lingering fog patches, probably not seeing temperatures much higher, around 12 or 13 degrees. But otherwise, in the sunny spells, we're going to see those temperatures really shooting up once again, easily getting up to 16 or 17 degrees, one or two places, possibly up to 18 or 19 Celsius once more. That is exceptionally mild for the 1st of November. It's just whether we can realise that temperature potential due to those fog patches. No change really as we go through the course of Sunday, and then on into Monday. Expect more dense fog patches to be developing widely across the country on Sunday night. There really could be some pea supers as we go through into Monday morning. So again, a rush hour on Monday. If you're off early on Monday morning, do set off a bit earlier and keep your speed down, because there's going to be some very hazardous conditions with these fog patches. Again, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Western Fringes, probably not getting too much in the way of fog, because we've always got a little bit more breeze there. It's particularly across England and Wales that we have the greatest risk of fog to start with on Monday morning. Monday will be a repeat of Sunday, really. A lot of fog to begin with. Most of that lifting up to give some low cloud or maybe a few sunny spells. But again, don't be surprised if a few of those fog patches linger on all day. In any lingering fog, the temperatures will be cool, feel cool under lingering fog. Otherwise, going to be very mild once again. Perhaps not quite as mild as over the weekend, but even so, temperatures widely up to 15 or 16 Celsius. We get through into Tuesday, and a little bit of a change. Just got very weak weather systems and weather fronts beginning to push into the west. So, although we start off again probably with a lot of dense fog on Tuesday morning, and this time it could even affect Scotland, I do think we'll tend to find more away cloud and maybe a few showery bursts of rain moving in from the west across Ireland, Wales and southwestern England through the course of the day. Don't want me give you the idea it's going to be a wet day. It won't be. Just showery bursts of rain and more cloud being introduced into the west. It's northern, eastern and central parts that we have a risk of that, the fog, those fog patches lingering well into the day once again. Temperatures between around 10 and 15 or 16 Celsius, coolest where any fog is lingering. I think we introduced cloud right way across the country on Tuesday night, so Wednesday will probably be fog-free for most places, but there'll be a lot of cloud around, and much of that cloud will probably go on through the day, so a pretty grey and dreary day probable on Wednesday, with temperatures again very mild at around 10 to 15 Celsius. Showery bits and pieces of rain or drizzle in the west as well. Moving through to Thursday, bonfire night, of course. We've got a freshening southerly wind in the west. That could introduce cloud and light rain to Ireland and western fringes of the UK. The rest of the country are looking dry and probably increasing amounts of sunshine breaking through during the course of Thursday. And with those sunny skies, temperatures will be very mild again. It's going to be another exceptionally mild bonfire night, with temperatures easily going up to 15 Celsius, some places possibly up to 17 Celsius in the east. But on Thursday evening, with those fireworks and the bonfires and the warm temperatures and humidity, we could again generate a lot of fog across the country on Thursday evening and into Friday morning. Now, a bit of a change finally coming through for Friday as this deepening area of low pressure develops to the west of Ireland. That could spread wet and windy weather, proper wet and windy weather, into Ireland and western parts of the UK. Elsewhere, probably start off very foggy again on Friday morning, but with freshening southerly winds, most of that fog should be cleared away to reveal a few bright or sunny spells. Temperatures exceptionally mild for the 6th of November, up to 17 or 18 degrees in the best of any sunny spells in the east. But as you go through to next weekend, we could start to see a change. Looks like getting more mobility developing in the Atlantic. It means that Saturday could see a band of quite heavy rain sweeping across the whole of the country through the day, with sunshine and showers following to the west. Temperatures will still be mild, but maybe turning a bit cooler, and that could be the trend as we go through into the second week of November. It may turn a little bit cooler, but more mobility with wind and rain coming in at times, perhaps. Although that's a very long way off, and I don't necessarily have a great deal of confidence about that. If I have a look at the charts and weather outlook, now keep in mind these don't take into account low cloud or fog, so it's going to look very sunny through the coming week. It's actually going to be a much more dreary week than these charts suggest. But for today, we've got sunny spells breaking through the low cloud across many parts of the country, but rain across Scotland will die out. Now, this looks very sunny across the country for tomorrow, but bear in mind we've got fog lingering well on into the day. There will be low cloud around as well, so it isn't as good as that is suggesting. to be honest. But there will be some sunny spells coming through in places. Same idea for Monday. And then for Tuesday and into Wednesday, we're introducing more in way of cloud across the country and very gradually reducing the risk of those dense fog patches. We get through into Thursday, bonfire night, freshening winds and a little bit of rain in the west, elsewhere mostly dry. Could be more dense fog on Thursday night. And then Friday, we've got a band of showery rain excuse me, coming into the west, possibly moving east later on, but I'll actually delay that a little bit more towards Friday night and probably Saturday as well. So in summary, we're looking at a very mild week coming up this week, exceptionally mild when the sun comes out, and it's also going to be mostly dry till the end of the week. We'll bring in a little bit more rain into the west. The main thing, though, could be fog. Could have a lot of dense fog coming up on many of the nights through the course of this week, lingering on into the days. Where the fog lingers, it will limit the temperature potential, and it could also make for some pretty hazardous driving conditions as well. That's all for now, then. Thanks for watching.